I remember the sting of that night, the way the cold burned my hands, the way my daughter's small body trembled against me. She stood outside, barefoot on the porch, cheeks red and raw. No coat, no blanket, nothing. Through the frosted window I saw them, his family, my son-in-law's people. Champagne glasses high, fire roaring, their laughter spilling into the night like poison. I pushed the door open, clutching her to my chest. Every head turned. Their joy froze. And I said just 6 words, sharp as glass. She's mine, not yours, not ever. Backstory set up. Years ago, I thought I'd gained a son. He was charming when he courted my daughter, attentive, polite. He looked me in the eye when he asked for her hand. I believed him, believed he would protect her, cherish her. I had raised her through storms and scars. I gave her everything. And when I walked her down the aisle, I thought I was handing her a safe future. Fool that I was. The mask didn't slip at first. He played the role well. Holiday dinners, Sunday visits, soft words. I watched him with guarded hope, trying to quiet the father in me that wanted to see danger everywhere. But danger was there, waiting. Discovery of betrayal. The first clue was her silence. My daughter had always been talkative, filling rooms with words, with laughter. But suddenly, she grew careful. Her smile dimmed. Her calls became shorter, rehearsed. I noticed bruises she brushed off as clumsy accidents. One evening, I arrived early. The house was quiet. From the driveway, I heard his voice, sharp, commanding. Hers, low, broken. And then, the thud. My knuckles went white on the steering wheel. I didn't storm in, not yet. I waited, watching the light in the kitchen flicker against their shadows. I learned to wait, to watch, to document. Texts, bank transfers, the mistress, the manipulation. Every detail collected like weapons in the dark. He thought he was untouchable. He thought silence meant victory. He didn't know silence was strategy. Shift in mindset. Grief hardened into something colder. Not rage, rage is sloppy. No, I felt calculation sharpen inside me, like a blade being honed. I began planning, quietly, methodically. I spoke to lawyers. I dug through records. I traced his lies and debts. I found the mistress's apartment, the offshore account, the company car he used to fund his indulgences while my daughter scraped for groceries. I smiled at him when we crossed paths. I shook his hand at family dinners. I let him believe he was winning, because revenge only works if the victim doesn't see it coming. Execution of the plan. Step 1, secure my daughter. I convinced her to confide in me, piece by piece. I listened. I gathered her documents, birth certificates, marriage license, bank statements, all tucked away where he couldn't reach. Step 2, dismantle his foundation. I met with his employers, quietly slipped them evidence of his misuse of company funds. I contacted his mistress's landlord, let her know the generous boyfriend was married with 2 children. Step 3, the legal trap. I made sure the right lawyers had everything. Every bruise photographed, every threatening voicemail transcribed, every bank transfer highlighted. His assets frozen before he even knew there was a case. He thought he was the hunter, but by the time I was done, he was already caught in the snare. Climax and confrontation. Which brings me back to Christmas Eve. I arrived unannounced, snow on my shoulders, daughter shivering in my arms. He'd thrown her out as punishment, left her to freeze while his family toasted inside. I kicked the door open. The music stopped. Faces turned pale. He stood near the fire, drink in hand, smirk faltering as he saw me. I held her tighter. She's mine, not yours, not ever. The words landed like a verdict. He tried to bluster, but then he saw the documents I laid on the coffee table. Photos, bank records, court orders. His world collapsing in paper and ink. His family's eyes shifted from me to him, realization dawning. The champagne bubbles seemed to die mid-air. "You thought you'd bury her," I said, voice calm. "Instead, you buried yourself." The sheriff knocked on the door minutes later, timed perfectly. The arrest was swift, the silence in that room deafening. Later, at my house, my daughter slept under blankets, warm and safe. For the first time in months, her breathing was steady. I sat by the window, watching the snow fall, the lights of distant houses glowing soft in the dark. Do I regret what I did? Not for a second. Revenge wasn't anger. It was justice. It was a father's duty, paid in full. He took vows to protect her. He broke them. I took a vow the day she was born to never let anyone hurt her, and I kept mine. That night, Christmas didn't bring gifts or carols. It brought clarity. Some men learn too late that when you hurt a daughter, you answer to her father.